Part 1. Are you happy to be the age you are now?
Yeah, I'm happy to be the age I am right now at the moment because I think I am at a really productive age. I can make my own decisions. I have freedom of action. I have freedom of choice. I'm married, I'm independent. I like this age.
When you were a child, did you think a lot about your future?
Yes, I used to think about my future a lot. I used to dream about my future a lot. I used to think of the kind of job I would like to have in the future, and I would imagine myself in the future doing the job that I really liked at that time.
Do you think you have changed as you have got older?
Definitely. Yeah, I'm a work in progress. I have changed a lot. I have changed dramatically. The younger you are, the more ignorant you are, and then the older you become, the more you understand about the world around you.
What will be different about your life in the future?
So many things will be different in the future. I will become a father in the future, so I will have to do what a father does. I will have a lot of responsibility in the future. So we want to go to another country, we want to move country, so that would be really hard. I have to bear that responsibility too. I think many things would change in the future.
Part 2. Describe a time when you started using a new technological device, for example, a new computer or phone. You should say what device you started using, why you started using this device, how easy or difficult it was to use, and explain how helpful this device was to you.
Okay. So I would like to talk about a computer that I bought about 1.5 years ago. I bought that in 2020. It was an Apple computer, Mac Mini. I initially bought that computer. That was a Mac Mini with M1 chip. That was the newest version of, at that time, the newest version of Apple's chips, my M1 chip. I bought that computer because of the great computational power of that chip. I needed that computer to make these videos, to make videos for YouTube, because the videos I shoot are 4K videos and I needed great memory and great graphics. So I had to buy that computer. At first, working with that computer was a little hard and complicated for me because I had been using Windows for as long as I remember. And immigrating from Windows to Mac OS was a little hard and a little challenging for me. I didn't know the first thing about that. I didn't know the ABCs of that. So it was really hard, to get used to the new things, to the new environment on the Mac computers. But little by little, I got the hang of it. And I watched a lot of videos on YouTube, how to do this, how to do that, how to do this, how to do that. It was a little hard, I'm saying. But with enough time and enough practice, I got the hang of it. And now I produce videos almost every week, and I'm really happy with my purchase.
Part 3. What is the best age for children to start computer lessons?
I'm not an expert on that. I cannot say, for example, 2, 3, because I don't know that honestly. But I think the younger the better, the younger they are. I don't know, we should talk to some psychologists. If they say, for example, 5 is the age that they can start computer lessons, that would be it. But I believe, in my opinion, the younger the better, because they are more flexible. There is more mental flexibility and plasticity in the brain, and they can adapt themselves to those new devices and situations quite rapidly.
Do you think that schools should use more technology to help children learn?
Definitely. Technology can enhance learning. Smart boards, for example, in TV, the internet, which is prevalent everywhere in the world nowadays. Teachers can make use of technology in many different ways. They can prepare or deliver their lessons completely online, for example. They can use the smart board, like as I said before, they can use TVs, they can use audiovisual aids for their learners. And I think that's very easy to use technology in the classroom.
Do you agree or disagree that computers will replace teachers one day?
No, I don't believe so. I believe what a human teacher does is what a human teacher does, not a computer. Because computers, I don't know, maybe in the future, there is this very highly intelligent AI run computers, AI run programs, teaching programs that would outperform human teachers. But as of this moment, I don't think they are capable of understanding and responding to certain human emotions. And I believe people work best with people. Children need human teachers, not computer teachers, because you are exposed enough to computers at home.
How much has technology improved how we communicate with each other?
Dramatically. Technology has improved the way we connect and relate to each other dramatically. Like you don't feel the distance from other people, from your friends and family anymore these days. Like they are seconds away from you. You can get in touch with them. You can have a video call. You can have a voice call with them in a matter of some seconds from across the globe. I think communication with friends and family, communication in workplace, delivering classes online, everything has changed. Everything has been affected by technology positively. I cannot say there are not negative and dark sides to that. There is dark side to everything. But I think the advantages of technology and using technology in the modern era outweigh the disadvantages.
Do you agree that there are still many more major technological innovations to be made?
Absolutely. I think there is no end to technology. 10 years ago, would you imagine a smartphone with a touch screen? No one would imagine something like that. Would you imagine AR or VR headsets? No, nobody imagined that. AI, artificial intelligence is improving rapidly day in, day out. I believe you never know the future. You will never understand what lies in store for you in the future.
Could you suggest some reasons why some people are deciding to reduce their use of technology?
Yes, we are smothered in technology. We are deeply involved in technology nowadays. And as an example, myself, I would like to reduce my use of my smartphone and especially social media like Instagram, because that is swallowing up a lot of my time and it's wasting my time. You enter those social media websites, there is this barrage of posts and very interesting, very funny things that consume your time. I believe for the same reason they want to stop using technology, or they want to reduce their use of technology.
Thank you.
Thank you.